Happy and joyful morning to everyone present here. We, the Department of English, extend a very warm welcome to each one of you to this exciting and thought-provoking debate prefaced to Kemon. Today, we have gathered here to have an energizing debate on a topic that is both timely and impactful. Should name-calling and making fun be stopped, or should we develop a thick skin to it? In a world where words have powers to build or break, this debate invites us to reconsider the boundaries of humor, respect, perseverance, and personal relations. Will we call for an end to a hurtful language, or is it necessary to develop a strength to rise above it? Today, we are in a session filled with insightful arguments and powerful perspectives. A special welcome to our distinguished moderator, our principal, staff members, participants, and my dear students. Your presence today marks the significance of this conversation, and we're extremely honored to have you with us. Without further ado, let's begin today's event.
Good morning to one and all gathered here. It is with immense joy and gratitude that I stand before you today to warmly welcome you to this special occasion, the very first of its kind debate event, prefaced to Kemun, organized by the English department. Today, we are about to witness not just a battle of words, but a beautiful exchange of ideas, perspectives, and critical thinking. As the scripture says in Proverbs 18:21, the tongue has the power of life, and those who love it will eat its fruit. May the words spoken today bring life, light, and understanding to every heart present here. With great honor, I welcome our distinguished moderator for today's debate, Dr. Venkatesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. A good moderator is like a bridge connection between the ideas and wisdom. We are truly blessed to have you today with us, sir. And we look forward eagerly to your guidance and insights as you lead this event. We welcome you, dear sir. At this blessed moment, it's my proud privilege to welcome our dear principal, Dr. A. Benjamin, the true driving force behind every initiative and achievement at RKCS. A true leader, one who creates more leaders and inspires dreams to turn into reality. Dear sir, it is under your guidance, encouragement, and support that we are able to come to this level to achieve bigger and greater heights. Without your vision and motivation, we would not have reached this stage today. On behalf of the English department and everyone present here, we extend our heartfelt welcome and deep gratitude to you, dear sir. I also extend my sincere welcome to our beloved teachers who shape our minds and guide our steps with so much dedication and love. To all my fellow students who are the heart and soul of this event, a hearty welcome to you all. Your zeal and passion for learning makes days like this vibrant and meaningful. As the great Winston Churchill once said, courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Let's today's celebration, our debate, a celebration of courage, critical thinking, and respectful dialogue. May every speaker here find the courage to express, the wisdom to listen, and the strength to grow. Once again, I warmly welcome each and every one of you to this special event. Let's open our hearts and minds and let the words flow with grace and wisdom. Thank you, and God bless you all.
The time awaited is just about to begin. The stage is set for an amazing and lively debate. Let us all put our hands together to welcome the stars of the day. And I deem it my pleasure and honor to introduce our moderator, Dr. Venkatesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Karunya University. He holds 23 years of experience and has served 19 years at Karunya. Today, he is among us to guide this intellectual discussion with fairness and clarity. Shall we all put our hands together once again as we welcome our esteemed moderator? Sir, we request you to come to the dais. Shall we all put our hands together once again as he comes on to the dais? Thank you, sir, for being with us today. Your presence adds value and joy to this event. Next, I'm delighted to introduce our enthusiastic participants awaiting on their marks to present their perspectives and engage us in a thrilling hour. We have Nice Rani of grade 10, Chezi Madana of grade 10, Jovia of grade 9, Rupin of grade 12, Abhisha Saro of grade 10, and Jordan of grade 12, who will be advocating for name calling and making fun to be stopped. The next, we have Arpuda of grade 9, Danan of grade 9, Nitin of grade 10, Daniel of grade 9, Jason Tejas of grade 12, Jason Samuel of grade 12, advocating to develop a thick skin to name calling and fun. Thank you all for gracing this presence. We look forward to your insights and thought-provoking discussions that will unfold.
Good morning, everyone. So, in this debate, I'll be talking about name calling and making fun should be stopped. In my opinion, and through the studies, psychologists, the past events in my life, the present scenario going on, I believe that name calling and making fun must be stopped. Name calling and making fun may seem to be an easy thing to do, fun and harmless. Is it so? Is it harmless? I don't believe that name calling and making fun is harmless, but rather it is harmful. It leaves scars and wounds that last long forever, and it has deeper consequences than it seems to. Calling people in names which are insulting, have deep label meanings in it, can make others feel worthless, insecure, and etc. It reduces their mutual respect. Now, let me give you an example of a child. When a child grows up in a society where he is being criticized, the words which we say to them, it grows within them. It's not just a thing for like a day. It's not just a one thing. It grows within them. It stays in their heart and it grows within them. Now, some of you might ask me, why does the child allow them to make it grow within them? So obviously, when you plant something inside the heart of someone, it grows. When you plant something, when you plant a seed, it grows. So obviously, it grows. Now, if I give you an example of myself, I'm speaking in front of you all, and if by mistake I mispronounce a word, obviously my friends will start making fun of me, isn't it? So when my friend starts making fun of me, all the others will also start. So I would like to say a quote which one person has told. It says, when France sneezes, the entire Europe catches cold. In the same way, when my friend starts, the entire hall will start making fun of them. Do you think that will encourage me? It will not. Obviously, it will not encourage me. Rather, it will put me down. Do you think I will still stand here and speak in front of you? I would obviously not. I would run away from here. So, to have encouragement and to have courage in life, we need encouragement to muster up our courage. And I may not be able to agree with people when they say that making fun of people and calling others in names cannot be stopped. Why can't it stop? To cut a tree, how do we cut a tree? Like, do we just cut it, or do we pull it out from the root? Obviously, to make it die completely, to kill it completely, we have to take it out from the root. In the same way, to stop something from like this, we have to cut it off. We have to stop the person who has started this. I would like to conclude saying that every one of us has gone through embarrassment, shame, and many things. And some people may say that it's okay, but did you like it when you have gone through this? Thank you.
Yes, I think you made the point clear. The one sentence I have noticed that the person need to grow inside or outside. That's a word. That's a bigger move. And same time, how I am reacting is the question. Any person in this world always teaches what we need to learn, what we should not learn, both the things, right? That's a good one. The child need to grow inside or outside. That's a nice point. Yes, you can defend.
Good morning, everyone. I, Arpuda Anugraha, standing here against the topic of name calling and making fun should be stopped. Humans have been making fun each other since the invention of language, and possibly even before that. If we banned every jokes and that hurts someone's feeling, we would be living in silence, awkward classrooms, staring at each other like a confused potatoes. I would like to take an example of Noah. Noah, he obeys God's command, and he built an ark, and he told the prophecy that the flood is about to come. People called him a lunatic and discouraged him and made fun of him. If he had took that insult to heart, he would have never got name in the Bible or overcome the flood. Imagine Einstein quitting science because someone said his hair looked like it lost in a fight with hair dryer. We would be still using candles. If someone calls you weird, just say thank you. Normal is being boring anyways. Don't let those insults take to your heart. I'd like to ask the question to the other team. If we protect people from every small insult, how will they survive the big challenge in life? Remember, sticks and stone may break your bones, but name. They just make you more interesting at class reunions. With this, I like to conclude my talk about name calling and making fun. Should be stopped, or should we develop a thick skin to it? Thank you.
Here, really the nice example you have taken, the team have taken, that's a Nova. Okay, so why should I create a thick skin towards other comments? That's a nice defend. But anyway, we'll see that how you're going to again post something on this.
Good morning, everyone. I am Chezi Marana of grade 10. So I'll be here to speak on the topic for name calling and making fun should be stopped. We all know that words hold power. They can heal, they can uplift, and they can also destroy. Name calling is one of the most harmful ways we misuse our words. It is a moral responsibility to stop this. Often, we individuals who make fun of others may have also experienced the same treatment in the past. This is a cycle of bullying where the behavior is passed from one person to another. Just imagine, if Spider-Man was called Webbed every day, he'd save the day and he'd be like, I'm just here to stop the crime. Can you lay off the nicknames? Even superheroes need some dignity. Making fun of others is the opposite of showing respect and empathy. Name calling can be also lead to different types of causes. It can cause suicidal attempts. Like sometimes, not everyone is going to take all jokes as the opponent team has said. We should take jokes. That's right. But then not everyone can be like. Not everyone can be standing up for themselves. Some people are very sensitive that they can take it to their heart. It can also cause emotional harm. It can lead to social isolation. It can set a bad example for the younger generations. Name calling can also stop people from exploring their true potential. It encourages a culture of meanness. Name calling also, by mocking other people, is seen as a fun or acceptable manner. People are unique, and name calling just make them see the other side of themselves, and they can't spot their own potential. So how can you believe that name calling affects an individual's self-esteem? You said that you may say name calling is taken as a joke. How can you guarantee that the person would take a joke at themselves? We can't say in what mood they are. They can be going through something. They have their past traumas. If you say it's just a joke, or are you making an excuse to use it before, or you can't admit that you're being cruel? It's not all about acting cool in front of your friends. It's all about choosing compassion over cruelty. Thank you.
Yes. I got the point, really, that insisting me, that's a culture. That's a good word. Example, if whatever I'm doing, that surely reflects in others' life also. That's a point. That may be a right one. Should I develop this, or should I allow this culture to happen or not? That's a good question. I don't know how you people are going to defend this one, culture, right? Fine. We'll see that.
Good morning to everyone present here. I'm Dan and Mitana, and I'm going to talk against the topic name calling and making fun should be stopped. So let's be realistic. I know I'm not against kindness and all, but let's be realistic. Like, if teasing and making fun was banned in this society, and soon even calling someone a tomato, like just for fun, if you're calling someone a tomato, it would issue a huge lawsuit. Oh my gosh. And from ancient times to today, the human nature has always been like this. Like, people have been making fun of each other because they were a little bit different. We cannot stop name calling entirely. It's like stopping the wind from blowing. So we should just try to shrug it off, maybe. Like, let's take the example of great leaders. Like, for example, if you take Mahatma Gandhi, he was called weak. And if you take the example of Nelson Mandela, he was mocked and imprisoned for 27 years. Did they let insults define them? Did Mahatma Gandhi go and sulk in his room all day? Would we have gained independence if he did so? Obviously no, because he developed a thick skin towards all the insults he got. He was strong. Like, they chose to believe in themselves rather than believing in the insults that were thrown at them. So, I'd like to say that instead of silencing people, let us learn to listen to them and then respond maturely, or sometimes just walk away with dignity. So, in conclusion, yes, kindness is important, but expecting the world to be without teasing is like expecting pizza to be without cheese. That's just so sad. As the saying goes, you cannot stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. Let us not waste time by trying to silence other people, but let's have the confidence and courage to overcome the noise, to overcome the negative noise. Instead of, when someone calls you by name, instead of being a pessimist, why not try to be an optimist? Thank you.
So you can give a better round of applause. Okay. So the point they're mentioning is, why should I respond to someone else? If it is not mean to me, I'm not bothering something else, then why should I give response to them? So they are saying that developing a thick skin, the point you have quoted in the previous one is grow inside or grow outside. So you are talking about the child need to grow outside, but they are talking about the child need to grow in a greater way inside, something like that they are talking. That's a little bit different, but I don't know how you are going to defend this one. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jovia Helen Rachel, and I'm studying from 9th standard from Karunya Christian School. Today, I stand firmly supporting the motion that name-calling and making fun should be stopped. Indeed, it should, because mostly name-callings can be based on stereotypes, and stereotypes are based on race, gender, religion, appearance, etc. This can give us and others emotional prejudice. It can cause serious consequences of mental health. Some victims can become depressed from name calling, causing them to feel worthless and helpless. Yehuda Berg, an American author, says that words have energy and power with ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, and even to harm. In this quote, we can get to know that words have energy, words have power, and words have weight in our heart too. From the holy text of Bibles, we can also get to know that Jesus also warns his disciples about name calling. You can check that in Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. He says it is a sin. So name calling is a sin. Barack Obama, 44th US president, said, we got to stop name calling and we got to focus on figuring out what we are doing for the next generation. Throw kindness around like confetti, not insult like a darts. Name calling erodes trust, creates emotional distance. Name calling can affect them. You can also ask me, like me and my friend, we used to call him idiot, but it doesn't affect them. Well, here is an answer for that. Remember, not everyone is in your circle. Maybe you can know that your friend can get hurt by using this name or that name, but not all the society can get to know. Not all the society are like you. They can be in squares or rectangles. They are not circle like you. So you should really need to understand their feelings. And you should get to know. You're all saying that it's a part of growing up. Well, name calling, bullying, and trauma are not necessary experience for growth. We don't want it in this age. And if you say, name calling is just harmless fun. Fun ends when someone gets hurt. Should we really need to do that? The next one, as my opponent team says, just shrug it off. Well, how can we shrug it off if it's a scar in our heart? You can tell me, well, just put a medicine and go. It would just heal you up. Well, emotional pain doesn't go with time or with a simple fix. You can't just slap a band-aid and tell, like, just simply fix it off. You can't tell that. The real healing comes from empathy, kindness, and understanding, not from pretending it didn't happen. And honestly, if that words didn't matter, why would we even having a debate right now? So I would just want to end up by telling words aren't just sounds, they are seeds. We can plant kindness or cruelty. Today, I strongly support the idea that name calling and making fun should be stopped because the world is already enough with weeds. Thank you so much.
Surely, this is a strong defense, because the one word that hits me is emotion. Because if someone else is struck in emotion, they may not come out in a very longer period of time. That's a good point you have touched, but surely this need to be addressed. We may not know that in what position the other people are there, how they are receiving the words. We may not know that. But here the point is you should not touch others' emotion. You don't have rights to touch others' emotion like that they have defended. We'll see that, how you are going to defend it.
Good morning, one and all present here. I'm E.M. Nitin Paul, standing here for in the favor of developing a thick skin towards name calling. Name calling helps us to maintain the emotional balance. If somebody is calling you and teasing you with any name, you don't need to worry. Why you guys are worrying? And at first, I want to include some Bible verses also. From Proverbs 12:16 says, the vexation of losers is known at once, but the prudent man covers a shame. And next, it builds our emotional resilience, and which means if you are worrying it, you need to overcome it quickly. For that, you need to face many problems. And next, the real life criticism and insults are inevitable. Am I correct, sir? And next, the famous philosopher RuPaul says, what other people think about you is not your business. Why do you guys mind it? And next, even the late US President Franklin D. Roosevelt says that the smooth seas will never make a skillful sailor. So, if your paths are smooth, you cannot be skillful human. For that, you need to face many problems, and the basement of your life is this name calling. It will build your life correctly. And next, take the life of Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking. You know how Elon Musk has been faced many criticism, insults, and many problems in his life, but he just overcome from it and he achieved it. And next, Stephen Hawking, being a handicapped and with a paralyzed body, he achieved many things, and now he's a successful scientist. And next, I want to give some counterattacks. The main thing is, mental health. For if somebody is saying you with some words, you guys are saying that it affects your mental health, right? But in the main point of view is, it builds your mental ability. And the next thing is scar. Why you guys keep on saying about scar, scar, scar? If you are having some scar, who cares? You just overcome from that scar and forget about it, so you will be a successful human. And next, it is a freedom of speech. And you cannot say you should stop it. It is just a freedom of speech. And even the famous poet Friedrich Nietzsche quotes that, which does not kill us but makes us strong. And it is, next I want to now conclude my argument with this small Bible verse. Consider it as a pure fun and joy whenever you face trials, says James 1 and 2. Thank you.
Okay. So I think so the team has given a strong point. Because what they are saying is, if I'm going to Gandhipuram or somewhere, if I wanted to catch the train or a flight, then if I'm going in a right path, if I'm following the traffic rules rightly, if someone else is coming and if they're disturbing, then what at that time my focus is to catch the train. So automatically what we'll do it, we'll automatically leave the person, whoever argues with me, just leave it, then we'll go and we'll straight towards our goal. Is it right? What they're saying is that one. At that time, we won't look about the emotions and all. No. So, but my target is different. Should I give the right defend or right counter? Should I give it, or should I focus with my goal or not? Something like that they have defended. So we'll see that how you are going to give the counter.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rupan Milankar from grade 12 A. I am here to speak that name calling and making fun should be stopped. Like, everyone sees a word like word is a powerful, word is everything. But word is an invisible arrow that you cannot see, but you can feel them. And if you think actually that making fun and name calling should not stop, then so schools should like encourage the students to make the rose days instead of friendship days. And just imagine you are entering your class and instruction is given to you. Make a fun of your classmates, 3 of your classmates, for giving the extra marks. That doesn't make sense. And like Nitin, nobody become a billionaire because someone told them you're a loser. Keep that in mind. Then, and of course, some people say that grow thicker skin, grow thicker skin. Sure, I will grow thicker skin right after you'll grow your mind. Then the truth is, when we stop name calling, we make a room for real confidence, for real friendship, and for real self-respect. And always remember, people may forget what you said them, but they will not forget that how you make them to feel. Make them feel proud, make them feel brave, make them feel loved. Why you want to put them down while mocking them? And Nitin, you told about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is required, but upholding respect is the most important. And last, I want to conclude with that kindness is free, but name calling that comes with a hidden tax, guilt, and regret. And everyone sitting here, I want to tell you that life doesn't give cashback for your bad behavior. Thank you.
It's a good defend. The team, what they're mentioning is, there is only one Elon Musk, is it right? There is only one Einstein or something like that. How many people left? If there are more encouragements, we may have seen more Elon Musk. Is it right? That's their point. We should stop that. Is it right? We'll see that how you're going to give the answer for this.
Good morning, all. I'm Daniel Franklin from 9th. Now let's be honest. If we started crying every time someone teased us, now this room would be a swimming pool right now. Why? You have a lot of other problems to worry about. Why make this small, silly nickname a big deal? Why? And if you don't grow with this now, then how will you handle it later? Now you got a job and some co-worker tells you you're a potato, and you'll go to your mother-in-law or your mother's house. Oh, mom, he called me a potato. I don't know what to do. What is that? You have to learn how to overcome it. Look at it in another way then. Take it as a motivation to bounce back higher. The more they throw at you, the higher you jump. Easy. If take Annie Frank for let's take Annie Frank for example. During World War II, she was literally writing literatures and poems. If she could stay positive at literally at World War II, and I'm sure we could survive a silly nickname at lunchtime. Come on, man. World War, silly nickname. So whatever they say, just be positive because the world is like that. The world doesn't define who you are. The only one who defines you are is you. Only you can define who you are. So I want to say this with this beautiful quote said by Don Miguel. When you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. So don't care what others say. Because he says that you are a dumb fellow, that doesn't mean you're a dumb fellow. You can be smart. You can be a future billionaire. Who knows? It's God's will. God has a separate plan for you all. So I would like to conclude with this final quote. Insults are temporary, but greatness, that's forever. Thank you.
I think they have given a nice word that is, you should develop your immune system. Is it right? That's a point he mentioned. Why you should defend? At least if you have a fighting system inside you, then why should to worry about others? Is it right? That's a strong word. That's an immune system you should have. We'll see that how you're going to defend this.
So, good morning, everyone. My name is Abhisha, and I'm going to be talking for the topic name calling and making fun should be stopped. So, according to me, name calling and making fun should be stopped as it often tends to affect the minds of the people. It lowers their self-esteem, their self-confidence, and it has like serious consequences on the overall thinking about themselves. Let's take a moment and imagine that each one of you here are a target or a victim of cruel words, name-calling, mockery, or insults. How would you feel? Be honest. How would you feel? You would feel hurt or humiliated or even embarrassed? Yeah, no one can say that I'm rock-hearted, I don't feel. There may be few people, but most of you will be on the hurted side, right? So, I would like to use an example by, let's imagine there's a water here and I throw a rock into it. It's easy for me to throw the rock into the water, but it's very hard for me to get it out, right? So, it's exactly how it works when you hurt someone. It's easy for you to just use some silly words, harmless fun, come on, let's go call that guy and you hurt them and whatever it is, but it's hard because it has a scar. And I know they used it. Sir, I hope I can use one of your examples. So as sir said, if I'm going on a train to Coimbatore or Gandhipuram, wherever it is, so I'm going on my way. If I know my way, I should just go straight, right? But what if some guy selling potatoes or tomatoes comes and dashes into me so hard that my leg is broken? So I can't move, right? So that is how sometimes the mean comments are. And so I would like to answer. So I saw most of the people from the opponent team, they were using examples of Noah, Albert Einstein, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Elon Musk, whatever it is. But the one thing that occurs to me is that when we say name calling, it's not just for adults, right? There are kids, my classmates or me myself, you can take an example of me, who are being made fun of. See, if I would like to bring a quote, if name calling builds character, should we insult newborns so they grow up stronger? Right? So, there are certain times where it needs to there are certain, period where our emotional self needs to be stronger. And I agree. But you can't just call a 5-year-old or 7-year-old and say you're dumb, you can't study, you're waste and everything. So, obviously going to bring them down, right? So, and there was one more thing that my teammates, the opposite team said, that you said that without making joke, it would be like a pizza without cheese, right? What if I'm lactose intolerant? How does that work? So, if I'm really hurt, it's going to be hurt, right? You can't say that every one of you in the room is not allergic to cheese. At least there'll be this one person who will be allergic to cheese. And I would like to end by asking a question. If making fun builds resilience, it makes you stronger, you're so powerful because someone made fun of you and you're up in your life, then I know few adults, okay, I'm not going to tell the name, but I know few adults who are still struggling with insults from their childhood, who still get insecure. If I point it out, I'm I go to this one adult and I'm telling you have this mistake, and they feel insecure because in their childhood they got made fun of it. So at last, I would like to conclude by saying, name calling and making fun is not just some harmless joke that is just for temporary period that you get to name call someone, make fun of someone, but it it creates a toxic culture, making someone feel isolated, making them give more anxiety. It doesn't give the encourage to grow. It just encourages bullying and diversity in people. So, thank you.
Here, the consideration is the perfect point they have again mentioned is, should I go with the individual immune system or a community immune system they're talking about? They are talking about the culture. If I allow someone else to mock at me or tease me, then your point is I made myself stronger. Yes, good. That's a good point. But what they are mentioning is how we can build the culture. They are talking about the environment, community, how we can build the better place for others. That's a good point they have mentioned. So we'll see that how you are going to defend it.
A very good morning to everyone present here. I'm Jason Tejas of grade 12 and I'm here to speak on the topic name calling should not be stopped. Instead, people should develop a thick skin towards it. So let's be honest here. Even if we try to stop the name calling right now, do you think it's going to stop anytime soon? It's been here since the dawn of time. Cavemen out there are probably roasting each other like, you're a bad hunter, you're an ugly mammoth or whatever. So trying to stop it now is like Rupan trying to shave his beard off, which doesn't exist. Absolutely no point in it. Absolutely no point. And instead of going to the gym every day and working on our physical muscles like Jordan, I really recommend that we work on our emotional muscles as well. Because if we aren't able to take a silly nickname given by one of our friends or someone, how will we be able to handle real life issues like stress, depression, or really slow Wi-Fi? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I can't live without Wi-Fi. So, and rather than trying to sanitize our conversation with Dettol or Lifebuoy, I think we should build up resilience. And like Abhisha said, I don't know if you've read the Bible ever, but in Matthew 5, 11 and 12, it says, "Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely says all kinds of evil things against you. Because of me, rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven." The Bible perfectly tells us when we are insulted, we should be happy, we should rejoice. And like my friend Nitin Paul said here, Proverbs 12:16, "Fools show their annoyance, but the wise lets the insult bounce off of them." The Bible doesn't teach us to be snowflakes, fragile, but it tells us to be strong, patient, and even joyful. How many of you here know Cristiano Ronaldo? I'm pretty sure every one of you here know. So I'm pretty sure you all know his story. He used to be mocked for his accent. He came from a very poor background. He was mocked for being skinny. His teacher made fun of him for being poor, but he threw a chair on his teacher, which is a valid response. I'll do the same. So he didn't really bother about it. But look at him now. He's one of the greatest greatest footballer. And so if someone calls you a potato head or short or whatever, congratulations, you're blessed. Get a thick skin and laugh it off. Keep smiling. Thank you.
So I think this is the direct hit. You got it. But so you have given a nice point, but they have mentioned is if you wanted to become a leader, right? You wanted to move towards the leader. You need to you need to move your journey with alone. Is it right? So you can't bring everyone or something like that. It's not possible. So you need to be stronger. Then only you will be moved a little bit higher. So there, I think they have a valid point for let's say make a thick skin or something like that. So how you are going to? We'll see that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan of grade 12, and I'm going to speak in favor of the motion. We should stop name calling and making fun. Now, I would like all of us to think of a certain situation where we have been made fun of in a public space. Come on, everyone think. Now, sadly, I think all of us can come up with such a situation. I want you to think about the emotions you felt in that exact moment of time. Now, I would like to highlight 3 main points to why we should stop name calling. Number 1, it's damage on your psyche. Now, I would like everyone to think back on that certain situation I mentioned earlier, especially the feelings. Maybe it was shame, anxiousness, maybe even it was lowering of your self-esteem or self-confidence. So why should you put down someone else's confidence? So the next time you want to make fun of someone, ask yourself, is it really worth it? Number two, its impact on the community and society. If we encourage such behavior, we create a toxic environment. Such vulgar actions undermine the trust and respect that hold communities together. In a day and age where messages can be sent from one part of the world to another, we are losing the sense of being part of a community where people bring each other up rather than tear each other down. Let us all build a community where we can not just survive but rather thrive. Number three, accountability. When schools do not protect students from such verbal abuse, perpetrators who practice this form of abuse go scot-free, no consequence. Studies have shown in schools where such policies preventing such actions from taking place, 30% less verbal altercations take place. We should be accountable for our own actions as they do indeed have consequences. Now to counter some of the points that have been mentioned by the other team. So may I ask you, what makes you human? Okay, I'll answer that question. Your feelings, your emotions. God could have created robots. Why did he need to create humans? I am human, you are human, he is human. Are you? No? Okay, my bad. Sorry, sir. Forgive me. And did throwing a chair make Ronaldo a great player? No. Come on, you can't support that. Come on. So in conclusion, let us commit to words that uplift rather than tear down, to humor that unites rather than divides. Together we can build a world where respect triumphs over ridicule. Thank you.
I'll hold the point here. After your defense, we'll see that. I'll give my points.
Good morning, all. I'm John. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot prepared for this. But before we even get started with whatever they said, we'll start with what Jason said. He told that Ronaldo is the greatest, but we know he's not. We know it's Messi. But whoever we take, there's always an example for them. Messi, he still gets mocked that he's short. He can't change it, so he doesn't care. He gets mocked that he doesn't speak good English, but he doesn't care, so he has a World Cup, where Ronaldo, unfortunately, doesn't have a World Cup, but speaks fluent English. It happens in life. Sometimes you're just better, sometimes you're better than others, sometimes you're not. It always happens. You have your ups and downs in life, and you just have to live with it. And I heard someone here, I don't know who it was, but someone was talking about how you think, how others say about you changes your life. So if I went there and told Jordan, all of you know Jordan, we know that he's good at studies. If I tell him he's dumb and I can get more marks than him, you think he's going to be mad at that? He's not going to be depressed because I say that he's dumb. Because he knows that he's better than me at studies. He knows that he can do well. And he won't take it personally. But if I tell Rupen that... if I tell Rupan the same thing, he'll take it personally and do better than me in the next exam and come mock me. And that's how we build each other up. We're friends. Even if I call Rupan a chapri, at the end of the day, I know that I have respect for him and he knows that he respects me. I might call Jordan skinny once or twice, but it's all just mutual respect and bringing each other up in this very cruel world. I would like to ask you guys a question, or I will ask you a question, sir, first. Have you ever been called a name in your life? You don't have to tell me what it is. You just have to say yes or no. He's been called a name. Have you ever called someone a name in your life, sir? Yeah. And then same question goes to you guys. Have you ever been called names? Have some of you been called names before? If you haven't, please raise your hand. I was going to call you a name. Kevin raised his hand. He's short. Call him a name. And then have you guys ever not called someone a name? So I think we define this as hypocrisy, I think. I'm not very great at English. We can ask Paul and ma'am or Donald sir for this. I'm not great with English. So I think we call that hypocrisy when you say something and you don't actually do it. So I would like to end it here, and I don't think we have to proceed further because hypocrisy. Thank you, guys.
So I think both the team have given a nice points. But here my understanding is this team developed a thick skin But this team is responding that you should not use the name call. Because whatever defend, right, okay, whatever defend points you are doing, it's supporting that you should not call us, or you should not throw the point to us, something like that you are defending. Are you getting my point? You are developing that the name calling should not happen like that, your actions are there. While you are defend, whatever points you are giving, all these points are focusing that the name calling should not happen. But you are defending for, you are supporting that thick skin need to be developed. Is it right? Correct or not? But what you people did is, even the bell is ringing, but you are not stopping. You developed a thick skin. How many of you enjoyed? Really, I enjoyed. It's a good kind of a. Really, I admire that in this age you people are getting. Surely, I may be wondering that you maybe spent at least one day for this. Is it right? This is a good move. That's how you are spending to gather points. It's a dedication. That's a dedication moment you have given, and I really appreciate that you have many points you have collected. So I wanted to appreciate that both the teams are very good, and they have given a nice points. Today I came here, really I privileged. Really, I thank Principal Sir and other team members and ma'am and all. Because every time if I come to an event, always I came with the open-minded. How can I build myself? Always there are three things you need to remember that. Am I adaptable or not? That's the first question you should ask anywhere you are moving inside. It may be a new environment, or it may be a new school or new education environment you are moving. You should ask one question: am I adaptable or not? That's the first point. Second one, am I flexible or not? Because in the strong wind or the storm is coming, the big trees will fall, but the tiny ones will stay strong. Because those things are very flexible, move here and there, they'll be strong in the ground. Am I flexible or not? That's a question. And the third one, always you should ask that, am I evolving or not? That's a one point you need to remember. Always I just conclude with this one. The environment where I'm there, the only thing, am I able to make a change or not? That's a question you should ask. You should not ask others, will you do something for this environment? Will you do something for this country or not? Am I doing something? That's a question. Am I able to change something? Yes, you can do something. Surely if you encourage someone else, you are building a life. You are building because always I ask my students, you should have a mentor. Always you should play the mentee also. Both the roles you need to play. I need to be a mentor for someone else. And same time, I need to be a mentee for someone else. I need to receive, I need to cultivate, I need to develop, then I should give to someone else. This is how you can build the environment. I'm not saying that always the name calling should be stopped. I need to develop a thick skin. I'm not supporting both the points, but I support the environment and culture. We should have a culture. If the culture is not there, the country may be missing. I need to support my fellow being. The independent, most of the videos are saying you need to be independent, you need to be. No, I'm dependent. I'm depending upon my family. I'm depending upon my elders. I'm depending upon my fellow colleagues. Yes, I'm dependent. If my fellow beings or my fellow colleagues are growing, I'll be happy. If my students are growing, I'll be happy. This is the dependency God created towards. So dependency is the more important one. Surely you can build a better place for coming generation. But I really enjoyed this session. Really, thank you so much, sir. This is a wonderful session I have ever seen. It's a good one. Thank you so much.